My prayer is I don't have to sit here and watch my town burn down.
So I don't know how much you'll hear me over the wind, but this is the view just from our yard. I'm standing, here's our fence post right here in our yard, and you can just see the smoke. And then it's just dangerous, and the way the wind is, you can't get in front of it. I mean, it's scary, but KJ said it looks like a couple miles north of town, so that's good. But I mean, it's still not good. So it's still burning over there. You can see it. Just yucky looking. So I'm on the porch, so hopefully the wind isn't too awful on my phone, but they're still out there. It has crossed Highway 200 now, and the wind is picked up. So I'm just doing lots of praying.
This is one of those moments when you wished you could do the Jesus. Where you wish you could do what Jesus did and say, stop! Just stop, wind, stop. Because these guys are really, really fighting this wind. It's just pushing it so fast. So part of the fire is close to town. So now they are evacuating town, and I'm sending Sharon and the boys out towards Candy's with Cletus and the cat. I'm gonna stay here in town with the car, see if there's something I can do to help. But we're up at the hill and you can see. So I've got church members' dogs, and I'm gonna take the Tahoe up to Sharon. And
yeah, structure protection for the east end of the town of Jordan.
So I'm in the ambulance right now. This is what it looks like. So the best place that I was needed was to go grab an ambulance and get it out of the barn so that we have one. And So what I'm doing is I am up here, what we do in what we call staging, which means that I'm waiting. They've evacuated town, and the firefighters are saying they can't shut it down before it gets to town. They're trying to do structure protection on that end of town, and yeah, so that's what it is. My prayer is I don't have to sit here and watch my town burn down.
Higgins, you got a copy? Go ahead. Go ahead, Higgins. They're coming through the smoke. Ambulance is following. I guess I have a car accident down here, so. Yes, on my way. Go slow.
Thank you. Oh, it's hot.
We made it out of the fire, but it's coming across hot.
Time's up.
I'm gonna put you on my vlog. Candy will probably be mad. I'll be like, Candy, your house is on my vlog.
If you ever want to sell your house, I have a video.
Like just for the inbox, right?
No, it's the vlog.
Oh, you can cut that.
You're gonna go on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Radar imagery.
I'm a girl.
Candy fed us. Woohoo! So sorry if you're getting wind noise. I'm out walking the muffin. She's not sure she likes the leash.
It's fun.
So they just posted that we could head back to town. Well, didn't just post. They posted a little bit ago. I helped. Well, I didn't really do much, but I stayed while Candy. We got the garage back in order, I guess. And she wouldn't let me help clean up, so now we're off, headed home. It is 7:14, and we're tired, aren't we? But we're happy and thankful, right?
Yeah, we started Candace Against the Universe at the house, and then we had to evacuate, and we just left it on.
I think I turned the TV off.
I'm pretty sure you didn't.
Well, we'll just see.
You ran.
I
Pretty
I had to
sure.
help Candy evacuate the daycare. So maybe we did leave it on. I don't know, but it's okay. That's a minimal thing.
You were gone first. Oh, dude. That...
So you can see the black here and see where it was. There's still some burning over there you can see. I don't know if you can see it on my phone.
That's
Um,
great.
I'm assuming this is KJ here, so I might stop and see.
Tell him.
So that wasn't KJ in that ambulance, but that's okay. Jennifer was able to tell me what I needed to know. Steve is here in town, which I didn't know. I thought he was going with Nicole. So I will put the dogs in the house. If Muffin will go, I'm sure she will. So we just need to get off of Highway 200 here.
I think
And town looks crazy. There's just stuff everywhere. I don't know if you can even see all the lights up there, but we're gonna go this way so we stay out of the emergency responders' way like we were asked to do. So this shows how close the fire was. That is the football field down there. Right up this road, just the next block is our house.
It didn't even hit the football field.
No, they stopped it.
From hitting the football field?
The firemen did. So I don't know how stable this will be. Came to check on the daycare, and we're leaving. And this is from the daycare driveway. I can see those flames. So it's burning away from town, and the wind has calmed down, but you see it burning.
So yeah, we had to make an ambulance run. There was a wreck, and I have a bunch of women EMTs back here, and we're having to go through the drive-through at Wendy's at, what time is it? 8:12 at night.
I think everybody's exhausted. Looks like the boys are asleep. They're down here because the smoke was bad upstairs, but I think they were a little rattled from today. I know I was. KJ's not home yet, so I'm just waiting for him. So today was the day. So this up here that you're seeing, these lights, that's our fire hall. And it's not very far from our house. I'm standing in my driveway leaning on my Tahoe. But they're loading trucks and working hard. It is 10:19. KJ's still not back yet, but I think he's in town, he said. So the boys are both asleep. Flash and Cletus are both asleep, and so we're just kind of waiting. Listening and watching. There is still a little wind, but it's a light wind. It has cooled off a lot. So we'll just see what happens.
Good morning, folks. That was exciting. As you know, our town almost burned down, but it didn't, so that's good. Right now, I dropped the kids off at the daycare with Sharon. Since we evacuated town, they took all of our health center residents to Miles City, and now they're bringing them back. They need some help getting them back into the health center, so I'm going to go down and help them.
So what a change. Yesterday, we were in the parking lot here at the summit, making sure kids got to parents from the daycare, and working our way towards evacuation. And today I am coming to get supper because I worked today and I'm tired. So much calmer, different outlook on things.
I've already had a few questions about why There's no drone footage yet. When there is a fire like this, they put up a no-fly zone. That's not the technical term for pilots, but basically you're not allowed to fly in this area because of fire activity if they need to bring in other airplanes and such like that. I am a big advocate of staying out of the way. I worked in law enforcement. I worked in firefighting. I'm an EMT now. While public help is appreciated, most of the time it's best to just stay out of the way. Those extra factors, getting involved in knowing where people are and seeing safety and all that kind of stuff is just a problem. So if you fly in a drone near a fire, stop. Just stop.
So, I just wanted to take a moment and be honest with you. I've worked 911 a long time. When I say that, I mean answering 911 calls and dealing with emergencies. KJ and I were both on the fire department when we were younger in STEM, and responded to lots of structure fires and car accidents and people in trauma, and we've been through and experienced a lot of things in life, and watching my town evacuate, waiting up at the parking lot of the Summit with children that had been evacuated from the daycare, helping Candy until parents could get there, watching vehicles flee town, listening to the sirens go off, and the smoke was just heavy and the wind was whipping, and it was terrifying. I mean, I held it together, and what do? You've got children, but it was terrifying. The thought, and I know it's just stuff, but the thought that my wedding rings, my, things that quilt that Granny had made, things that are irreplaceable, were there, and they were just gonna go, and there was nothing I could do about it. KJ and I are actors. When something happens, we jump in. That's who we are. That's who God's created us to be. In any way we can help, we will. And so I didn't grab anything. I lots of people were going for things. I asked KJ to get the pets and the kids. And I made sure the kids had shoes. And Candy said she was evacuating the daycare, and I just ran out the door. Everybody handled it like troopers. But to see your town, everybody you love and know, trying to figure out how to get out of town, how to get what they need, worried about their houses, was hard. Yeah.
Well, for the most part, things are calming down around here. I think they pretty well have the fire contained and have done an excellent job. Considering the conditions we had yesterday, I just can't express enough praise to the firefighters and all the people from surrounding communities that came to help us out here. I really do believe it was an act of God that we didn't lose our community. It was a lot of hard work, a lot of effort on the part of the firefighters and all that, but God played a big part in it. So thank you guys for praying for us. I know there were several people on Facebook and all of our connections and friends through the church were praying for us, and I know that mattered. The community here just pulls together and does what needs to be done, and that's so refreshing and encouraging. Yesterday when I was on the ambulance run, so many people were texting to check on us. I just sent Sharon a screenshot of everybody that had sent a message, and I'm like, can you contact all these people and let them know I'm okay? But I'm driving an ambulance right now. So if that was you, I appreciate you, and I thank you for keeping up with us. But keep praying for our town. There's a lot of aftermath that we're going to have to deal with, and I just ask for your continued prayers. There's a lot of people who lost financial things. Grass here is money, and that matters because they got to feed the cows. Losing buildings and stuff like that, I'm extremely grateful we didn't lose any life and nobody lost any residences, but people did lose buildings. They did lose hay, they did lose grass, fencing, all that good stuff. I think the last report I saw from the BLM was 50,000 acres, and so be praying for all of that type of stuff. Pray for whoever it was that was burning when this happened. I can't imagine what they might be going through. So yeah, just keep us in prayers, and we really appreciate that.